Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is AnaJolenePrintables and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the MOONRISE Beach series. So as promised, I am going to be doing my summer setup in my A5 wide cloud planner. So this is what I primarily use as a memory planner, but I actually do also keep some work stuff at the back of this planner as well. I like the A5 wide size because you have so much room to work with. So for me, when it comes to memory planning and also work, I would rather have more room than not have enough room. So that's why I really like this system. This planner is from Estelle, and if you're interested in the color, I have it in the Lilac Daydream color with the gold hardware. So if you guys watch my memory plan with me, then you may have already seen this planner. I've been using it for the past several months already as my kind of summer planner. I do have several other cloud planners which I like to switch up every season. So I have a rose quartz one for spring. This one is for summer. I did also recently get a first blush, which I'm planning to use as my fall and autumn planner. So if you guys want to see that unboxing, I will link it here. And then I also have a Sunday morning, which I'm going to be using as my winter setup. So I really like that idea with my other planners like my B6 Cloud and my personal wides. Those are decorated, but they are not decorated seasonally. I'm planning on doing all of that decorative planning in here instead. So this setup is not going to be fully complete. My plan is to every season, so for example every summer, I want to buy pieces and add it to this setup. So I'm not going to have every single bit of this planner set up how I want it. It's going to be something that I add to every season. If there's something that I like, then I will get it for this setup, etc. So yeah, so keep that in mind when you are watching this. I do have this little Kiki K pen, which I think matches perfectly with this planner. It's a nice lilac planner with the rose gold, which I love. And then I am keeping my charms in here. So this one here is from a Simply Gilded box. So you have the little Swarovski heart there, and then the little silver bow charm, really cute. And then these two are from Studio Signet. She's no longer around, but I do have a cream one here with a little bumblebee, which I think is perfect for summer. And then this lilac one with the rose gold. It has the little bow there with the little pearls. So I'm just keeping those down there because I think it will match the setup. And then for everything else, I did choose kind of summery things. So I have a lot of things from Simply Gilded, like their journaling cards that I want to use because they are kind of beachy theme, which I think is really nice. I have these notepads and notebooks which have like the palm trees on them. I have some stickers, some washi tape here, a few die cuts. And then I also have a few clips and tassels which I might use that kind of go with the colorways. I do have some sticker seals, and then I also have some various vellums and dashboards. These ones are from Rose Colored Days. They have the luxe design on them, which I think is really pretty. I have like various acetate here. I have a pocket, and then another dashboard from Rose Colored Days. So these are just all some items that I brought in that I want to use. I also have my dividers here. These are also from Rose Colored Days. These are in the dusty pink color, which I think is really pretty. So I'm going to be using these because I think they're the perfect accent color for this setup. And then the last thing that I picked up were these dashboards. If you guys watch my latest haul video, you guys know that these are from Tool and Twine, and what I did was I punched them for the A5 wide size, and I think I'm going to use these because I really like the florals. You guys know that I have to have florals in my setup, so I'm going to be using these. So I'm going to move all of this off right now, and then we'll get started by putting the dividers and inserts first. So like I said, I am going to go in with my dividers first. I really like these ones from Rose Colored Days because they are made out of thick plastic, but I find that they're a good kind of material. They're not too thick where they bulk up your planner, but they are really nice to kind of, you know, they're not too flimsy, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I do have a bunch of acetate in here as well. I have some vellum, acetate, some jelly paper, different dashboards and stuff like that, so I'm going to use that. And then I also have these ones that I showed you from Tulle and Twine. So these dashboards from Tulle and Twine, they kind of have like a self-care theme to it, which I think is really nice for any time of the year, but I really like it for summer especially. So that is what they look like. Some of them are a little bit more simple. These ones don't have any of the gold vinyl on it, but that's fine because I am going to be adding that elsewhere with my vellum and other things like that. The accent color that I think I want to go for in this setup is going to be like gold and like hollow, silver hollow. So I do like to mix my metals. I think it adds an interesting kind of touch to it. Okay, so I'm going to go into my first section here. I do want to add this kind of dashboard. So this is also from Rose Colored Days. It has the 2 pockets here, and what I'm gonna do is I am gonna put some journaling cards from Simply Gilded because they actually fit perfectly in here for the A5 wide size. If you order any of the Passport washi collection from Simply Gilded, you get a corresponding journaling card or postcard. So that is from the Waikiki one, and then this is from a different box. It says Visit Gilded Beach, and that's where I got the idea to mix the gold here and also the silver hollow. So I think that's really pretty. On the back of this one, it actually has the postcard design. This one's blank, but I am getting the Miami Passport collection, so once that arrives, I think that will look perfect right there. So I'm going to put that there in the front. And then I do have this little piece of jelly paper. It's the clear version, and again it has the silver hollow stars on it, so I'm going to use that as my first kind of like dashboard, I guess you can say, or like a protective thing for my dashboard. And then I'm going to put one of these guys in. So I'll just go with the first one here, and then here I want to put my year at a glance. So what I've done is I've actually printed out the Summer Luxe covers from Annie Plans because I think the colors obviously would go really well with this setup. But inside I actually have my inserts. So these are from my shop, AnaJolenePrintables. So if you guys would like to pick these inserts up, then you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. And this is my year at a glance on 2 pages. I have the Sunday start here, but I also have it available in the Monday start. And then I also have this available in the 1 page. So it would be all the year in 1 page instead of split into 2. But I like this version because I can use my transparent dot stickers to kind of keep track of the important dates. And then on the back of each of them, you do get a space for important dates. So I like to use this for forward planning here on the back, so any dates for 2022. And then here on the front, I would just list out all the stuff for this year. So that is how I've been using that. And I just think adding the little covers from Annie Plans is going to make this setup even more summery. So now let's move on to the first divider. With the first divider, I think I want to use another one of these dashboards just to start it off. And then I always like to keep my monthlies in this section. So I am going to grab my monthly inserts. So once again, these are from my shop. You guys can use the code SAVE10. So my inserts for the monthlies and weeklies, they come with its own title page. So I'm going to keep those. And then I'm just going to add all of these in. So as you can see, I've been using this size since October 2020. And I actually have printed out enough for the whole entire year. So this is the most current month, June. I am going to be doing July very soon. I used a kit from Prince Petticoat Bandit, and I really like the kind of soft muted tones of this kit. I think it's really pretty. So this is what my insert looks like, blank. You get the Sunday start all the way to Saturday, and you have a sidebar here. And all my inserts do have a scallop spine down the center, which matches perfectly with the cloud planner, so I really like that detail. If you guys are interested in these inserts, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. If you guys are interested in my monthlies, I do have Plan With Me's on all of these, and I will probably do like a flip through of this whole entire planner maybe in the next month or so, just so you guys can see how I've been using it. So that is the first section. The second section, again, I want to use another one of these beautiful dashboards. This one says, self-care is how you take your power back. And I really like how the floral, the roses, kind of matches the blush pink of the dividers. So in this section, obviously, is going to be my weekly section. And this is probably the thing that you guys see the most. So once again, these inserts are from my shop. I have a huge chunk here ready to go. So again, I've been using this every single week this year so far, and I do have Plan With Me's on most of them, so I will link that down below. But this is where I do my memory planning. This is the kind of fun decorative aspect, or like maybe like the hobby aspect of my planning. A lot of my other planning is very functional, but this is where I kind of have more fun with sticker kits, character stickers, washi tape, and things like that. So this is my latest spread here. It's one of my last spreads in May. I think it turned out really beautiful. So once again, this is what the insert looks like blank. You have a sidebar and it goes from Monday to Sunday, and all of these are 1.5 inches. So you can use whatever sticker kit that you want in these inserts. All right. So it's a very simple setup so far, which I really like. I like having little aspects here and there, but obviously I want to keep this very functional because even though it's a memory planner for me, I do keep some work stuff in here. So this is kind of where the work stuff will start to happen. But first, in my third section, I am just going to add a little note section. So once again, I have one of these covers from Annie Plans' Luxe, her Summer Luxe collab. So that is what that looks like. It kind of has like a tie-dye look to it. So I'm going to be using this, and in here I just have my inserts from my shop. So as you can see here, I do have my 2-column checklist, my to-do list, and they have really cute little heart checklists there. And I've been using this as like my kit tracker. So I have one for my monthlies, and I write down what kit I'm using. So this is my weeklies, and then I also am going to make like a kit inventory, I guess you can say, like all the kits that I have, so I can kind of properly schedule them in. So that's what these pages are for. I find that because you have so many lines, you can fit like a whole year on one page basically. So I have a bunch of those because I like to actually know what kit I'm using quite in advance. So if there's like a special holiday or a special event that I'm planning for, I can choose a kit for that. So in this section, I'm going to use this beautiful dashboard, and I think I'm going to layer an acetate over it. I do have this. So this is one that I swiped from a older setup. Very beautiful with the kind of florals, and I feel like this kind of reminds me of this a little, so I want to use that. And I also like that it kind of brings in the kind of green into the setup because there's some green in some areas as well. Now let's move on to my work section. So the last two sections are for work. I'm gonna add another Rose Colored Days dashboard. This is in the Silver Hollow Luxe design, so it does match the covers, which is why I wanted to use the covers as well. So I think I'm gonna put like another journaling card in here. So this one came with my Simply Gilded order. She did a mermaid collection. So obviously mermaids and summer go hand in hand for me. So I felt like I could use this one, and I like how the silver hollow matches the kind of dash. I could put paper in here to kind of add to it, but I want to put something behind this, so I think it will layer really nicely. So this one has the perfect colors for the setup. It has blues, pinks, and purples. I love that. And I'm just going to center that in there and then add that to it. I am also receiving the Summer Looks Simply Gilded box, which also has like a summery theme. So that comes with another journaling card, so I'm going to add that probably there. I do have this pretty vellum. It has some purples and blues and pinks, and this is swiped from another setup. So I want to use this, and I'm just going to layer it behind there because it matches pretty well with this setup. And in here I have another one of the covers. I chose the blue and like the pink to kind of go with this. And inside here I just have more of my to-do list because this is for work. I'm not going to show you my notes, so you get a ton of space to write. And then I also have my line, so this is where I write a lot of my research notes. Any prep work for my books will go into here. So I'm not going to show you too much of this section because it does contain stuff about, you know, like my books that haven't been released yet. So that is that section. And then the very last section, I do have this piece of acetate, again swiped from another setup. Silver on both sides, I'm going to add that. And then my last section, I'm not going to show you the inserts, but this is like the worksheets that I do for every single book. So whenever I start a new book, I kind of fill out these character worksheets and plot worksheets to help me kind of build up and kind of brainstorm the upcoming book that I'm going to be writing. So I do this process before I actually outline the book. So this is just kind of like an exercise that I do for each of my characters and for my plot, so that I know that I'm hitting all the right places, that I have enough depth to my characters, that there's enough conflict and development throughout the story, that kind of thing. So I'm keeping that at the back of it, so whenever I start a new book, I can refer to this section. And then at the very back, I do have my strings here. If you guys don't know, or Estelle has the rings and strings hybrid system, so I do have that. I'm going to be popping in this A5 notebook that I got from Simply Gilded. I really like this silver bow there, and the hummingbirds match really well with this setup, I feel like. So I'm going to add this dot grid notebook because I like to have an extra place for notes. And since it's the A5 size, I feel like it fits perfectly in there. So that is what that looks like so far. I really like how that looks. It's a very simple setup, but I do feel like it has enough summer elements to it that I think it works really well. Now let's move into the front section here. I did bring in quite a few things that I could add to it. So let's see, this I actually want to keep in my ring, so I'll put that here for now. I have some sticker seals. I have a couple of these notebooks that are in the Hobonichi Week size, which I want to use. I have a pen, a couple of clips here. So this one I think is from MissPippaJayne. This one, I'm not exactly sure, maybe ConfettiBaby. Oh, I got this from Simply Gilded. This is from the Aloha box. Super cute. I definitely want to add this, and you can add it onto the rings if you want, but since I have the strings that are a little bit higher, I'm just going to dangle that over. And I think the colors, you know, match perfectly with this journaling card here. Super cute. Love that. So that's going to be my little tassel there. I can't decide which clip I want to use. I find that this area is a really good place for clips. This one's a little ice cap frappuccino, and I have a little bow there, so that works. I have this, which is a washi card that Jolene Plans gave me in some Happy Mail, and this is one of her photography pieces, and when I look at it, it kind of reminds me of like water in a way, or like the ocean, you know, like you dive under the water. It kind of has like the bubbles, so I want to use that as like a backdrop here in this little window section. And then I did bring in this little rainbow die cut. This is from Josephine Bow Designs, and it has the silver hollow in it. And because of this journaling card here from Simply Gilded, I felt like it kind of matched well, so I want to add that as like my little accent piece to kind of bring in this side of the planner. So I'm just going to center that in there, and I think that matches really well. Let's see. I do have some washi tape. So this is the same Passport Waikiki Beach washi that came with this guy, and then all of these here are from the latest mermaid collection. So as you can see, it has the silver sparkler hollow there, which I love, and also the washi card is also from Simply Gilded, so I want to add that because I think it'll look cute. There's a lot of Simply Gilded in here just because, I don't know, I feel like they have a lot of good summery stuff. So I have these heart icons with the silver foiling, and once again I feel like it matches really well with this setup. And then this is just a sampler, so I want to add that here, I think, to bring in the tones of this. I have a Simply Gilded notepad, and this actually matches these notebooks. So you can see like the palm trees there, so I want to use one of these perhaps in the setup. So I'm just going to pull off some of them. Okay, and maybe just tuck it in here. I do also want to use this notebook. So I have two here, and these are also dot grids. These ones are good for like on the go, if you want to transfer notes from one planner to the other, because obviously this is a larger size. I can't always bring it out with me, so if I want to keep something like a grocery list or something, I'll keep it in here. So I'm going to pop that one in. That one has a little bit of rose gold in it, and I like that it has the seashells. And then speaking of seashells, I do have these gold seals from Simply Gilded again that I might use in the setup to decorate, so I'm going to add that there. And then I have this gold doily that I got in some Happy Mail. So I want to bring in some of the gold from this side, and I wonder if it'll fit in here. I kind of have it peeking out like that. And then I have another die cut here. This is from HelloPaperCat. It's little Elodie with her pink hair, and she's lounging there in the pool on a pizza floaty, which I think is just so adorable. So I definitely want to use her, and I'm wondering where she would fit. Maybe here. I like that she has the little seashells on her bathing suit, so it kind of matches that. Let's see if that will stick there. Or I can put her in this section up top if I want to. I think that looks good. So maybe I won't use this one because I do have the other notebook in the back. So I'll keep this one for next time. And then I do want to add this little Kiki K pouch. It's one of the little sticker pouches, and I just have some blanket planner stickers in here that don't fit in my sticker album. So let's add that, and I think I will put that at the back of my weekly section so I can remember to use it. And then lastly, I do have this Simply Gilded pen. It's a beautiful one that has a beautiful ombre in a pastel color, so it goes from like yellows to greens to pinks at the end, and I feel like it matches this journaling card here at the bottom. So I want to add that to the second pen loop here. I love that it comes with two. So that is my completed setup, I feel like. So what I'm going to do now is do a final kind of flip through so you guys can see my summer setup. So let's get to it. All right, so I feel like this is very Simply Gilded heavy. I get a lot of my stuff from their sub boxes. So this is from a sub box. This was from a sub box. These were all from sub boxes. I have a Dusty Jane Plans little card in there with a Josephine Bow Designs rainbow die cut. This cute die cut is from HelloPaperCat. And then everything else in this pocket here, all the washi, my stickers are from Simply Gilded. The gold doily is actually from some Happy Mail I received, so I'm not sure where you can get that. This cute clip is from ConfettiBaby, and then this was actually gifted to me from MissPippaJayne. So I have that there. Then I already went through my dangles here at the bottom, Simply Gilded and Studio Signet, which is no longer around. My pens are from Kiki K, and then this one is from Simply Gilded. My 2-pocket dashboard here is from Rose Colored Days, and then these are some Simply Gilded journaling cards. I have some jelly paper that you can get from Amazon, AliExpress, pretty much anywhere. And all these beautiful floral dashboards are from Tulle and Twine. They are part of the self-care bundle. And then all these luxe covers are from Annie Plants. They're from the limited edition summer collection. So I just have my Year at a Glance here at the very front. So once again, these are from my shop, AnaJolenePrintables on Etsy, and you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. All my dividers are from Rose Colored Days, and these are the Dusty Pink colorway. She has another one that's called Original Pink. So in my first section, I have a dashboard here, and it goes straight into my monthly section. So I will give you a brief flip through of my monthlies. I do have Plan With Me's on every single one of these. So if you guys want to check them out and maybe binge watch them while you're planning your own month, then I will leave the link to it down below. So as you can see, I like a lot of florals in here, and these are where I do a lot of my forward planning. So that is what it looks like blank. Then I have this K pocket, which I put some extra stickers in. Then next up, I do have my weekly section. So I have another dashboard from Tulle and Twine. This is my weeklies. And this is where I do all my memory planning. I do a lot of Plan With Me's on this. I use sticker kits. I use washi in here. I use a lot of overlays, bougie boxes, character stickers, all that kind of goes in here. And I like to do this at the end of the week. So usually on a Saturday or Sunday, sometimes on a Monday if my weekend is too busy, but I will sit down and kind of go through the week and do my memory planning that way. So once again, if you guys want to see these Plan With Me's, I will leave the playlist down below for you guys to check out. These inserts that I use are also from my shop. So that is what they look like blank. And you can use the code once again for that. In my third section, I have kind of like my kit tracker or my kit inventory section. So I just have this acetate that I swiped from a different setup over another dashboard from Tulle and Twine. So here I just have my checklist, my to-do list, also available in my shop, and I keep track of my monthly kits, my weekly kits, and also just like have an inventory of my printable kits because I do have quite a big collection of them. So I'll just write down, you know, like my favorite shop, so Print Petticoat Bandit, for example, and then all the kits I own from that shop. And then this section will be Paper Crown Planner and all the kits that I own from Paper Crown Planner. So that whenever there's a holiday or something, or when I'm scheduling my kits that I'm using, I know what I can use. So now we're moving into my kind of work section. So In here, I just have a Luxe dashboard from Rose Colored Days, and this is the full pocket one. I just have a single journaling card there from Simply Gilded. Behind that, I have some vellum here, which I think matches perfectly with the cover here at the back. And then once again, I do have some work notes in here, so I will show you a blank one. Here is just more of my to-do list. And here I just have my lined note paper, so this is where I do my research. Any extra brainstorming will go in here as well. And then in my final section, I have my worksheets. So again, I just have another acetate here. And then I'm not going to show you this section, but it's just the worksheets that I do for each one of my books. So that is the last thing. In the rings and then on the strings, I just have a grid notebook, once again, for extra brainstorming and research notes for my book. You've seen my pens already, and then I don't have anything in these back pockets yet, but likely any invoices and that kind of stuff will go in there. So that is my current summer setup, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you guys are interested in purchasing my inserts for my shop, then don't forget to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off your order. I do also have a lot of Simply Gilded in here, and I do have a referral code for Simply Gilded. You guys can get $5 off a $15 order, so definitely make use of that offer, since you can get a lot of really cool stuff from Simply Gilded. As you can see, I used a lot of it in this setup. So that is my summer setup in my Lilac Daydream or Estelle planner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!